very funny, do me a favor right now. Yeah, start clapping right now. Start clapping right now. This is one for Dorian DeBose, everyone.
Where the bad bitches at? Hey! Bad bitches are Bushwick, make some motherfucking noise! Alright, we got some bad bitches in the house tonight. Can I let you in a little secret? I'm terrified of bad bitches. I asked us to start all my sets so I can identify the threats. I like a creepy ass laugh. A friend of mine told me recently he's been trying to catcall women more respectfully. Here's my impression of a guy catcalling respectfully. Thank you, that was a guy catcalling respectfully. You can't do it. Catcalling respectful is like trying to suck toes platonically. Give me them pickies, my nigga. I do gotta be honest with you though. I try to live by the golden rule. I try to treat others the way I want to be treated. The problem with that is, I got catcalled recently. That is how I want to be treated. I remember exactly what this was. I was walking down the street and somebody shouted, "Hey boy, is that dick fat too?" I was so flattered I ignored the two. I just said yeah. He's a little bit about me. I was born and raised in the state of Kansas. Who can relate? Actually? Oh, where in Kansas? Oh, go rock shop, man. Yeah, I'm from Overland Park, Kansas. Y'all know what that means. I was raised around a lot of white people. And it was alright. I don't know, man. I had people who were like, "Oh, I always felt like I was too black for the white kids, too white for the black kids." Have you ever considered that maybe your vibe was just terrible? I think it's impossible to be too black for suburban white kids. I grew up around a lot of wiggers. You know what, you're right, I shouldn't use that word. It's their word, I apologize. I grew up around a lot of Afro-Saxons. A lot of Robert the Negroes, if you will. A lot of white boys trying to put me on the drugs. I was at a party recently and a white guy came up to me and he asked why the N-word is the worst thing to call black people. I said, because it's racist. Thank you, that's my time. I said because it's racist, the guy is like, well, there's other racist things I can say. What makes that one the worst? And I gotta say, in his defense, cornering a black guy at a party to start N-word discourse feels worse than just saying the word. I don't want you to say it. Why would I want the footnotes? I did think about that question though. I think the reason why the N-word is the worst thing to call black people is because it is so dehumanizing. It's so impersonal. Every other slur feels way more personal. The most racist thing that's ever been said to me happened in a Walmart parking lot back home in Kansas City. This guy got mad at me because he thought I was driving like a dickhead. And was I? That's not relevant. Little double parked in a handicap spot? Mind your fucking business. But the guy pulls up next to me and he says, quote, "Drive better, tar baby." Tar baby hurt. Because he didn't just see my blackness. He saw my chubby cheeks and innocent eyes. racist things ever been said to me. It's also one of the most intimate. Tar made me hurt so bad, I drove better after that. Because it's personally, nigga doesn't have that same je ne sais quoi on other slurs. When a white guy calls me a nigga, I think that guy's a racist. But if a white guy calls me a jigaboo, I'm like, oh, that racist is a writer. Go off, Faulkner. A little bit more about me. I'm bisexual. Who fucking cares? I was bisexual in the state of Kansas, which meant I was a fucking hero. Now I'm bisexual in Bushwick, Brooklyn, which means I'm straight as fuck. The most fun I ever had as a bisexual was coming out to my dad. Because coming out to my dad was like super fun. I came out to my dad and he told me, son, I'm very proud of you. Thank you for sharing this information with me. I'm glad you feel comfortable enough to tell me this. One question. Are you the fucker or the fucking? And when I told him I'm the fucker, he was so proud. Listen, my dad doesn't know shit about gay sex, but he did coach wrestling. So it's like, we landed on top, that's a win. We take those too. I've been struggling to date men. It's been really hard trying to date men. Like, I think my big issue I've been running into is that, like, I'm not interested in the kind of guy who wants to date me right now. Because the kind of guy who wants to date me is the guy who looks like me. And it's not that I don't think I'm cute, quite the opposite. I don't want to fall in love that fast. I know I'm a narcissist. I'll be like, first date, we get matching jumpsuits. We rent a Kia Soul, we start dancing. Second date, we get married. Men like to invite me on like a lot of weed dates. Y'all know about like a weed date? Where the entire premise of the date is you get together, you smoke some weed, and you feel out the vibe. I don't like a weed date. Because weed makes me anxious. So I know what the vibe is going to be. The vibe is going to be, I take 2 puffs, I lock myself in your bathroom, I start writing apocalyptic slam poetry, and then I pass out because I forgot to breathe. You like that, baby boy? You like how daddy is concussed? I'm sorry for calling myself daddy in that moment. Anybody here like to be called daddy? Some of you are lying and you should. It's gross. I don't like to be called daddy during sex. I don't like most of the things anybody's ever tried to call me during sex. But like one exception. One time I was about to finish and the person said, yes, governor. I like that a lot. Turns out I'm cool with the power dynamic. I just want to be elected. Listen, a machine can make you come. It takes a man to get your vote. I was having sex recently. I'll be doing that. And after we finished up, the person I was having sex with told me that they are a sex worker and that I owed them money. I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. Because wouldn't you know it, I am also a sex worker. And you owe me money. How much do you charge? Oh my God, that's my exact rate. What are you gonna do, beat my ass? That's extra. All right, y'all, I've been doing this. Dorian DeBose